I've seen you. Well, it's been about fuck. You was a freshman, huh?
Sophomore. No, freshman.
Yeah, because Gabe was coming out of his sophomore year when I met him, and then he walked me next door to you guys' house. So you had to be coming out of a freshman.
I think I was going in to be a freshman.
Oh, you was? Or
yeah.
Not? That was a long time ago, man.
It, yeah.
Fuck, you right. I have seen that.
It's crazy. Times a motherfucker.
I'm trying to tell you, man, but confidence is just gonna get you there, man. But you got to be confident about in your product. I know for a fact that I can outproduce, create, shoot, edit, return product than anybody.
Yeah.
I mean, by myself. So, and that comes with the premium price.
Yeah.
So you have the tools as well, the wherewithal, but don't let them tell you when to start, what to do.
Yeah.
Unless it's like this a day.
It's real for me. It's really that business plan is gonna give me the confidence to speak on it better. That's it. I know. That's it.
Look, it go back to the same thing I keep saying.
I know, but it's
like, oh boy, because
I can
when
be
you
confident
represent
talking
one of
about
us.
It.
Yeah, but that right there.
But when it comes down to the details of it, it's like I'm like, yeah. So this is that, like definitely the business plan is definitely what I need for sure.
Absolutely, man. And we can help assist in that. That's why I said before we do anything, we gotta get, because even if it's not my people, that guy can get you access to $500,000. I assure you, old boy gonna want to see something on paper.
Yeah.
Because he has something to weigh it against, and then see if it's actually worth the opportunity and what that looks like. And then you really have to analyze the market. As I said, Web 2.0, Radio 2.0, I still don't get the podcast thing and why people like it so much. There's a bunch of people listening to a bunch of bozos talking all the time. Mm-hmm. And I'm one of those bozos.
Exactly.
So I'm not discrediting myself out of that situation. I never got it.
Yeah.
I still don't get it.
Cut this part out. No, gotta save the viewers. Can't make them say you don't like me.
I'm not
I'm just messing around.
I now have learned and understand that people have always listened. And I mean, even recently, my buddy Mikey Mike, him saving a screen recording from me saying some shit 2 years ago about the new year. And these are grown men who are successful, who don't need anything. He stayed here 2 weeks with them. He helped buy groceries. He's no distraction. He's no stress. This is a good friend of mine, And to see him or John and many of my associates say, hey, send me that, say this. D'Angelo Brewster, they still are listening. And I don't think much of what comes out of my mouth because, again, I talk like this all day. So to put myself in another place where people can potentially hold on to some words and then potentially go out and try a little bit more and then us produce the work. Yeah. That's the big thing, is we're producing the work constantly to help those people help themselves. You're in the same position, man. Yeah. But it goes back to a plan, and I've given them a plan, and in the past 6 months, everything has come to fruition because I know what the work needs to look like. Yeah. And even this year, a year of growth and development is making sure that they're capable of dealing with the success that will come from 2023 and on. Yeah. And that means they have to be as confident, work on their confidence, certainty, character, a bunch of shit. Oh, man.
It's too much.
I know, man. Process. So think about your assets too, man. Who's going to help you really grow this whole thing?
Yeah. I ain't got an answer for it. It's me. It's me. No, it's that's the thing. This platform that I'm creating it's gonna be so many different. It's gonna be a few moving parts that they're all gonna feed each other kind of.
Yeah.
Especially like the studio is gonna feed the content on the website from my production alone, and like my production alone. Say I get. By the end of the year, I got 50 podcasts, all putting out 1 or 2 a week. I got a week full of content every week. Yeah. So, I understand what I got to do. It's just a matter of implicating it into the details of it.
Yeah. Well, that's fair.
Yeah.
All we gotta do is create that plan. Yeah. I like the fact that even the studio being. I don't imagine you're gonna be able to rent it out to people.
Yeah, so that's how I'm gonna do it. It's either gonna be you just come out, rent out studio time, and you take your SD card and go, or you're coming out and letting us produce it. Yeah. So it's gonna be they're paying for production, editing, designs, clips. It's a lot of extras that come with it. Yeah. And the ones who are serious about it are gonna be paying for all that.
Yeah.
So
that makes sense.
Yeah. But I don't mind some kids from the college down the street coming in and wanted to talk about nothing and not post it. I don't care. That's you know. So.
Oh yeah, as long as they paying, life is good.
Yeah.
Huh. Well, that'll be today's primary function. We'll go do some shooting, get you some greens, some collard greens, and then come back and do a couple podcasts. We're gonna do his podcast and ours, and then I really worked through the plan, the numbers. He's got a whiteboard in there that I could use, and I sent you some questions. Definitely work on, boss. And if you have questions, send them. There are people as far as Cali. I send everybody's questions, man. They have to answer them because it helps. And then the framework. Once you have the framework, you can build things out. And you start with the simplest form possible. You knew exactly what T-Fit did, period. Mm-hmm. Everywhere, you just knew what it did. And now we're kind of doing the same thing. Yeah. You know, specific to the dogs. Focusing on dog solutions. And that encompasses safety, aka obedience training, treats, and education in terms of health. Mm-hmm. Those are the things that are number one. Health is everything, because if, as we know, if we're sick, we're like, oh, we'll be fine. Our dog's sick, people run to the vet. Right. And a lot of that stuff can be prevented through information and just having the education, you know, or at-home solutions for the dogs. So I've got a package in brand dog bath while also building a few more brands. And us piggybacking on all that, as I told you, putting sponsored and brought to you by my dog tools on every video changes things.
Oh yeah.
Especially if the whole year we shooting dog shit. Literally. So we'll get you squared away, man. And I think you guys even continue to help each other.
For sure.
Well, you know, in the next 24 hours, it'll speed up the process. Take advantage of this moment right here, because you're going to leave here high as hell. And I mean, just literally, literally.
No, not like that. I was meaning like I get excited about business shit.
That excitement, you're going to leave here, and unfortunately, you'll walk back into Kansas City and be a little down.
I already know.
You'll be a little down. Get back.
Or I go and find a team.
I don't know.
And that's going to excite me.
You saw me do a lot in Kansas City.
Yeah.
And I never found somebody who.
I know, you did it all by yourself for a long time. Like.
Yeah,
so it's like,
I would literally hit all those schools, train all those programs, all those kids by myself.
Yeah.
And you think, and it's visual, and nobody ever thought, say, man, I want to be a part of that or do something that can assist.
Yeah.
Work with Natera. That's just not the even Dan, when I told him I wanted to get a physical therapist on board, he said, ooh, Trav, you need to get somebody in California who's forward thinking. I said, you got, no disrespect to Mark Buckingham, but Mark Buckingham of Street such and such, I met, he said, you need somebody who's innovative and who really thinks outside the box and wants to take this whole thing to the next level on their space as well. Kansas City's not it. And I go, fuck. The guy who has 3,000 orthopedic and physical therapy partners, 90 plus facility, says don't go to Kansas City, and he owns MAD. That's an issue.
Yeah.
It always stuck with me, man. That's an issue.
That's why you moved out here?
I had to go. I had to go. I mean, like you saw, I did everything.
Yeah.
Where else I'm going? where else I'm going? I could literally probably go back still and they'd be like, yeah, come on back in and help.
Yeah. But that weather. No, I'm just
nah, you're right. I ain't fucking with that neither. But that's the thing. So
yeah.
It's really, unfortunately, lack of population density, lack of motivation, lack of drive. The whole place itself reeks of complacency and comfort. That's what it's for. Overland Park is for people to go and raise a good family. And no disrespect to those people. That's your thing.
Yeah. But
Walt Disney had to leave. Tech left for a little bit. Came out to Cali to get his thing rocking and rolling. Mm-hmm. Everybody that wanted to really grow, they had to go.
Yeah.
And that doesn't mean amazing things didn't come out of Kansas City. But when it's time to expand, you got to go somewhere where there's an opportunity to expand.
Or you could look at it as like Kansas is the heart of America, and that just gives it room to bleed out evenly through the whole nation.
Or just bleed.
Or just bleed out, yeah.
Or just bleed and kill it. One of the other.
Oh my god.
I don't know what. That's the thing. I don't know what more I could have done.
Yeah.
I had all the schools.
And the timing of your move was close to perfect. Because like how it's growing now here in Texas, especially after, Joe Rogan. That's why I was like, I almost got off the plane and when the flight attendant lady told me, she was like, did you lose your mask? Because I put it on in my pocket before I walked out the plane. And I was like, no, it's right here. But I wanted to be like, man, I just touched down in Texas. This is supposed to be land of the free and home of Joe Rogan. Like, come on.
Oh man, that's funny, man. But that's the way to think of it.
Yeah.
And you're absolutely right. I couldn't see the future there anymore.
Yeah.
I did too much. I don't know what more I could have done. I really have no clue. And to see, when I go back now, to see people still doing the same, nothing, I said, oh, thank you, Jesus. My cousin Trey, when he came to visit for 48 hours, I had shot Fred Hammond. We went and trained. I had shot. He said, boy. And I said, we only hit one location. Right. He goes, niggas in Kansas City think they doing a lot trip. They ain't bullshit. He said, I know it's stay moving me now. And then when I got back, him and my friend that we were staying, they was hungry. So I was like, let's go to the store, get some fish. I made them some food at like 12 o'clock at night. It was like 1 o'clock. And then edited everything, sent it that way.
Yeah.
I said, bro, and I haven't even hit. I said, bro, you ain't even been to Plano on this other stuff. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. And mind you, I still have T-Fit as a working model because the kids at Plano Senior are undefeated. And I ain't even been there this year. But I laid the foundation for those freshmen and sophomores coming in to really work the way that they're working. Coach said, T-Fit, they're 20-0. You already know how this goes.
Fucking South basketball, 2013, 25-0 champion. And there's East football. What year was it?
13-0.
Yeah.
I don't even know what age it was. And then you had Shotty Mitchell West won before everybody.
Yeah, and they was killing it there. Yeah.
Yeah. This is the Midas touch.
Yeah.
So now it's just time to reach more people and continue to watch everybody be successful. But I respect, and you know what's crazy is Jesse over at Olathe East, he said, John, when Blue Valley North start winning, he said, John said they'll never tell Trev that it's because of him, but he laid that foundation for those kids coming in from 8th grade all the way through their sophomore year to really work and have a chance to be successful. I said, Coach, I don't need the credit. I know why they're winning.
Yeah. Other than those main kids that you trained, was there extra kids from the schools that ever reached out to you?
Yeah, plenty of kids, man. I turned some away, and some came and tried. And Kansas City is a place of complacency still. There was only one Gabe Guild, Rock, and even Hobbs, and some of those ones that went on to do very, very good things and be great at things. Hell, Jake Ankovich is working for Walmart as an engineer, I believe. There was a lot of intelligent individuals who had to push, and none of them are there. None of them are in Kansas City because there's nothing to grow with. I mean, Gabe came out of college and he's making $100+ a year, working for a security tech company, and they gave him an opportunity to build a whole section of it off, if you would,
Oh no.
Yeah.
I didn't even freaking talk to that dude.
Yeah, and he's here too. Gabe is in Texas.
He's in Texas?
Bro, he's in Dallas, down in Deep Ellum.
For real? Let's go see him.
Dead ass.
I haven't seen that man since it's been 3 years.
Yeah. So you go down the line, bro. Everyone, Boyer's a nuclear engineer.
Yeah.
Everybody, for the most part, went on to do well.
Yeah.
And really be successful. And there's a key factor.
Calm down. No, I'm just like, I agree.
But you know where they come from too, though.
Yeah.
You know why they needed that structure and discipline. So it's the same thing here. I love the fact that you're in this place where you want to push yourself and try to figure out how to do a little bit more for you and your family. I think the opportunity is there, even if this is something that works or doesn't work. Because I don't know that everything I'm doing is working.
Yeah.
I know that we pivot, and I learn from the things that we do, and you got to know when to shake this and focus on that.
My thing is, I feel like anything that you want to work can work, but you got to actually be consistent and put in the work. That's it. Like, if you could do that, I think you're golden.
I agree, which is why we post and share, and I edit and shoot damn near every fucking day. And I've been doing that. I've been had a camera shit. I put the camera in your hands one time and shot him at Shanice.
Oh yeah.
It's like, yo, take these pictures, just push them. Let's go. And some of those pictures are still good to this day, man. Some of my favorite shots of me walking on that field with those kids doing lunges, Jack in the front of the pack, leading those kids at 400
around the track.
Yep. Yeah, see?
It's crazy.
Yeah, that's a long time ago, bro.
Hell of a long time.
That's a long time ago, but I still enjoy seeing those pictures to this day because those are moments that, they were great days, man.
That makes me real nostalgic.
Yeah.
Neither of us would picture that we'd be sitting right here. It's 8 years later,
Exactly.
Like, I thought I'd done got rid of you after I quit working out,
But it was never about to work it out, though.
I know, yeah.
Yeah, I was always trying to build you guys' mind.
And it's crazy because that was one thing that you noticed that right away. If I feel like because it wasn't. The training wasn't so much what you were focused on. That I feel like you were trying to build a little resilience up here.
Yeah.
And then when you threw me in front of that computer, that's when it really took off.
Yeah. And that was the point. Part of my way in which I tell people, I meet them on my highway, and that's fitness, where I can assess their capabilities and what they should be doing.
Yeah.
And then once I saw that it was, I love your dad to death, more of his push than yours, it was like, let me repurpose this man's intent and see what else he can be good at. And then you went on to design stuff for North and make some money doing some design for Pi 5. I mean,
I had a lot of places I don't remember.
yeah, I mean, just lawyer fact. You did a lot of great things for people.
Hey, you know what I was pissed about? At North, I made an inn.
That was the exact inn that Netflix used 5 years later. And I was pissed. I was like, I should have trademarked that bitch. The shadows and everything.
For North Restaurant?
No, Shiny Mission Oil.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I'm like,
It was just like a generic.
It's still sick.
It was a generic inn that I did for the track team. They stole.
And that's the beauty about this story, people. Part of my job is to see what someone can do. Now, he spent a lot of time with me too. It was a lot of time, and as he said, 8 years later, we still spending time because he's still on a mission. Because as I repeat, and rocking all of them, it was never about the fitness or the working out. It was about building their mind and their intent, their heart, their soul, their body, making sure they understood commitment, fortitude, follow through, finishing,
Awareness.
Yeah, we would teach and do all kinds of stuff,
Yeah.
And here we are still
Fucking learning.
We all are, man. So I'm grateful for the chance to continue to work with you and whoever else is interested in being better.
Yep.
That's what these kind of days are for, man. So we'll get to this business stuff. Yes, sir.
I didn't take the leap.
Go ahead.